Hello, beautiful humans of Earth. My name is Austin Davis, and this is my book, Lotus and the Apocalypse. It just came out today from Outcast Press, and I'm super excited. I'm going on tour tonight, and I thought I'd read a couple poems from the book. This first one, I'm going to start at the beginning. It's called The World Will End Tonight, and I wrote it at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic when I thought I'd contracted COVID, and it was just a really scary time for me emotionally and with my mental health, so I wrote this poem kind of in one take, and it became the first poem of the book. So, The World Will End Tonight. The world will end tonight, the weatherman says, when the flower heads twist down at 6:15. Remember that summer of hot breath, open windows, and making love to the sound of bicycles passing by. Kiss me soft as the clouds peel away from the sun like dark yellow apple skins. Let me hold you, run my hands through your hair these last few minutes. Thanks. Next poem I'm going to read is a few poems into the book. It's called Lotus and Love, and I wrote it probably about 1.5 years ago, and it's one of the less sad poems in the book. So I thought I'd ease people into the book with something that's less depressing, Lotus and Love. We meet up in the library parking lot every night after you get off work at the drugstore. We lie on the roof of my van and stare up at the sky. You call the stars cosmic freckles and tell me that our biology teacher from high school buys glow-in-the-dark condoms and that the V on the middle of a Valium pill looks like a little heart that wants more than anything to become a circle. I nod and laugh and think about how we're both going to die some night in our sleep and we'll never see it coming. The leaves have no idea they're going to fall. The fish have no idea they're going to be eaten by an unhappy family around a big oak table, and you have no idea that getting to hear about your day for 32.5 minutes every night is what makes me okay with waking up in the morning. I suppose this is the way living has always been. You think you're happy until you make that person who makes you notice every ache in your chest. Maybe we should drive my van into the book deposit bin and steal all the books our consciences can carry. Maybe we should make out, or make love, or make up some story about a little home in the mountains with art on the walls, a pineapple pizza cooking in the oven, and 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins playing on a little ham radio in the kitchen. In my mind, you're pulling into the driveway in the same car you're driving tonight, about to lie with me by the fireplace on a rug of pink and yellow orchids, tell me all about the last 10 hours of your existence, and make me feel like the man who cried into the clouds during a solar eclipse and did not go blind. I think we'll bring it down a little bit, little sad poem next. This one's called Lotus and Depression. Last night, as I was driving to your apartment, I threw up whatever the hell was in my stomach all over the steering wheel and hit a feral cat. I named her Pythagoras and dug her a grave with my car keys next to a patch of purple wildflowers by the highway. It scared me that I drove away and didn't cry. What's the difference between a handful of benzos and you holding my face in your hands and assuring me I'll be okay? Do you ever feel like an amoeba in a drop of water on Mars when I'm struggling to keep my eyes open and you notice how much weight I've lost? I keep thinking I'll step out of this rough patch eventually, but the grass has grown so high I can feel it brush along my lips. You don't like how bony my shoulders are, but we still touch each other sometimes with the lights off. I'm thinking the last poem I'll read, if that's alright, is called Lotus and Oblivion, and this is actually one of the last poems that I wrote for this book. Thank you to everyone out there listening to my poems, and hope you can make some art soon. This one's called Lotus and Oblivion. On the bad days, my heart is a pile of shit rotting away my ribs. I know that's a gross metaphor, but I've heard that art is for honesty, and honestly, I haven't showered or left my bed in days. My eyes are heavy from the pills. I'm nodding off, picturing Jesus heating up a bowl or flicking a needle. Remember when we stole that bottle of Jack and those red Solo cups from Walmart, rode our bikes up the bridge over the 202, and jammed each cup into the chain link fence in the shape of a middle finger? The cars below us kept honking, and our fuck you kind of looked like an uncircumcised penis. And when I told you that, you laughed so hard you spit whiskey at me. God uses scare tactics so we don't notice the devil, but let me tell you, baby, purgatory is far worse than hell. This night feels like the silence after a record ends. I blow smoke to the ceiling as the music drops from the air. The needle stays bouncing like a rowboat over black waves, and I think about what my doctor said in a dream last night. We were at a Rangers game, and he was a talking javelina drinking Bud Light, but he told me, to get well, you have to wring out your brain like a dirty sponge and let the dark rain pool around your feet. I reach for the razor on our bedside table and comb my hair down the middle, like an 80s heartthrob who just got divorced and needs to feel young for a moment. Soon there's blood on our sheets. Soon my hands are twisting and twisting. Soon our apartment is flooded with ink. Thank you very much.
Love that one.
Yeah. Lotus and the Apocalypse is available now, and you can buy it on the Outcast Press website. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, hopefully some indie bookstores in the coming weeks. My Twitter is Austin_Davis17, and my Instagram is at AustinWDavis1. So, yeah, I hope everyone enjoys the book. I hope that it can help you in whatever you're going through, and thank you all for having me, and thank you to everyone who's read and supported my work, It's all love.